Dive into Panama. Well, you get the fucking idea. You know how the song goes. But another one I've not been playing accurately for many fucking years. Let's just jump into the son of a bitch here. I'll show you what I mean. It's going to be we'll get there. So now we're just doing bar there on the 9th fret of the D, G, and B. And we're pedal toning, muting a 7th fret of A. So we're going here, 9th fret, bar on D, G, and B. We're going to come up to the 10th fret, grab that A note. We're going to come here, 7th fret, 9th fret still. I hope I said 9th fret bar there. 9 on D, 8 on G, 7 on B. That is a B major chord. Anyway. Right? Come down to the same shit. Right there. Between there. I'm a fucking whammy bar guy here. Anything I do is dramatic. I don't play with that son of a bitch. Anyway, so this is 5th fret harmonics there on D and G. And then open E. I'm just grabbing that with my finger. Grab a 4th fret power chord there on the A string, 4A, 6s on the D and G, 5th on the B, open E. You got a 3, and a follow up 1. Count there. Now on this first slide down, we're just going to grab the 4th frets of the D and G. Alright? Now here we're going, using that same kind of, same thing there, we're just here on the 4th fret. Look at that 4th fret. Right? I'm not really hitting that. Just hitting that 5th fret, letting everything ring out. And this part here, we're just keeping that our minor chord shape, C sharp minor, that 5th fret, and we're dropping off. Count of 4. The only change we're making there is on that 5th fret, down to 4, back to 5. Now this slide down, you want to grab all them 3 strings, D, G, and B on the 4th fret, slide down to 2. And a 3 count. Right? 2nd fret harmonic on A. Back to that. Then a 3. Follow up. On that one, you're grabbing all 3 strings. Slide from 4 to 2. D, G, and B. 4 to 2. 3 opens on the A. Right? So now this is some shit to be figured in here, because it's like you're cutting a note off there, you're cutting a note off here too. You're going 2, 3, 4, and then you're counting 4 3 times. Maybe that's too hard. I had it counted out. It's just, I'm trying to help you stick the fucking landing on this, because it's actually a little easier to figure it out this way since I'm playing it differently. But and I'm not just imagining this shit. So when I come to this fucking verse and you hear it differently, and I got that bridge all fucked up. Yeah. All right. Fucking yeah. All right. So here we go. This one's kind of easier to count out right, but so I'm going. Alright, hope I'm making sense of that. Alright. Finishing the 4 count, that open E is coming in. That's actually the end of a fucking measure. And then the beats, it's carrying over to the next measure. I don't want to get fucking ridiculous here, but so you're not starting, this isn't the starting point, that's the ending of the fucking measure. And that drags on for a minute, you miss that first beat, and then it kicks into the fucking, the turn of the thing. So anyway, I could be wrong on that. I don't think so. Could be. So anyway, should be a 2, 3, 4, and then I think 3, 4 counts to come out of there. So it'd be. Yeah, your 4 is. There's 2 4 counts. Anyway, hopefully you get the fucking idea before I screw that up anymore. So, here we go. Alright, turn around there. So we're going from. I'm going to start this on the A. Maybe not. Maybe I'll start it on the E, I guess. So we're going open muted E to an A5, to a muted A, to a D, D5 there, open, 2 open D taps, right? Oh. Right, now here. So, let's turn around, you're gonna Grabbing the 5th frets there, A and D, sliding up to the 7th frets, and then you're coming to open A and D for a D chord. Hear that? Alright, so anyway, when it comes to the verse, we're going. So anyway. Turnaround. All right. So you're just going to open E and B. 2nd frets of B and G. 2nd fret of G. 3rd fret of B. Open E. Just going from E chord, A major. So A D minorish. Alright, you do that and you come down here and you could just go open E to that 2nd fret of A. But you want to create that E5 in there. You can do it either way. Grab it, open. Right? Alright, and slide. Now the way I learned to play this in a fucking practicing musician magazine back in the 80s, I'm grabbing this fucking nasty fucking thing now. It's not nasty, it's just not where it's at. Just grabbing an F sharp major here. It's got a nice little bluesy ring to it with an open E. Alright. So, you can grab that 2nd fret on the E if you want. But I don't even hear that in there. Alright, now here we're walking down. So we're just grabbing the 4th fret there on the D, 3rd fret on the G, 2nd fret on the B. F sharp major there. Now here, so yep. So grab the 4th frets there on the B and G, with an open E, and we're coming E down to B to G. This one here, we're coming, you gotta keep tight on this 4 count. There's 2 counts of 4 here. You'd be inclined to count that in 3s. That's a 4 count. So our first 4 count is open B, down to 3 on D, on G, and 4th on D. Little 3 there, open E, 4th on B and G, open B, 3rd fret of G, 4th fret of D. So we're going down and coming back up that open B for a 4 count. Then we're going to go. On that last 4, we're going 3 on G to 2 on B. 3, 4s that slide on the 4th frets of B and or D and G, the 6 frets of B, D and or D and G. Right? Now the last part, this part's fucking brilliant. Now this is the way I learned it. It's still like that. I even looked in the fucking, cause I can't figure out that solo. Can't figure out that little passage right there. And when I do, I'll put the solo in there. But anyway, I'm dragging this bitch out. Where the fuck am I? All right, so now this is, like I said, it actually sounds like it's down here. I'll put it up here. So we're going open E to B, then a count of 4. Right? Hitting those, E, B open, and we come down here to the 6th fret of the D string, and then we're going to grab the 6th fret of G, and then come back for an open E. There's some chorus or delays in here, I think, too, so this is the shit. Come back and catch that E just on the end for the halibut. Alright. So hopefully I made sense of that. But the brilliant part of that is you're doing a fucking thing where you're walking down that. That's just your major third on your E, so you're giving an E chord, going down from that E and coming up to a C fucking sharp. Anyway, it's just Edward Van Halen, man. The dude could write some fucking great shit. Alright, and then it's going 5th fret of D. I think that's it. Yep. 5th of D, 6, 5A. Same configuration. 3, 4, 3 on E. 3 on D or A. 4, 3 on E. And 2 to open. And that, the one before the chorus, it's just comes in with a, catch that 4th harmonic on the E string. And then it's just fucking menagerie with the fucking 4th fret harmonic. Like I said, it's a draw, it's a cut 3 count or a cut 4 count, 1 note off there, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 fucking counts of 4. But it's one of those things that it's a bitch to program it in there, but then once you get it, you won't have to fucking count it anymore. But if you want to stick that landing, you gotta put some meter in your fucking, in your mitts. So anyway. Come to that B5 chord there, 2nd fret A. Alright, now this time for the chorus, or yeah, the first time we did. Alright, this time I may have forgot this, so we're going through the. You gotta make that pretty snappy. You don't want to hang off on that fucking E there. Anyway, this time though, we're not doing the till the end. We're gonna go. Just gonna throw in a bend on the fucking 3rd fret there up to an A. So instead of going G to A there, turn to the chorus or back to the verse, back to that 5th fret slide on the D and, or A and D. You remember to put that. I think this would have. So when you come to that verse part, I'm just throwing this out in the middle of fucking nowhere here. So we're coming in. Alright. It seems like it goes with the vocal there a little bit. You know what I mean? Going open E to a 2nd fret of A. A little 3-way there. There's just some loose shit. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Then from then on the chorus, or every time you come into that same riff, it goes back and forth between that and the bend on the 3. So when we come into the chorus before the fucking solo, it goes both ways. Getting off the fucking page here. I don't have the solo worked out, like I said. Dude's fucking getting loose right here. I don't know what the fuck it is. I haven't checked my fucking tab books, you know what I'm saying? I checked the internet, but they're just fucking doing tab lessons on the internet. So alright, that's it. I think that's all I got. Now we can do the just walking fucking power chords from the open. I don't hear any. Fuck, maybe you could throw that major in there. But yeah, that part there I got worked out differently too. I don't know what the fuck that's going on with it. Anyway, sort of. So we're just doing it. I almost want to work in the. Alright, that's it. Solo forthcoming as soon as I figure that shit out. Anyway.